make this grand finals go down in history here in Hong Kong.
Serrano gets the first look at them. Here come the Falcons. Serrano goes down with nothing falling on the answered back. It's a nice head shot to Nico. Suspense bullets around that pillar. And so man, the Falcons, his hands are busy on the play. He made that. Bomb is down. Retake demanded of Furia now.
Now they gotta stop the cat push. Kickstand has to get in the middle of this.
No kit. Modesty takes that look, that angle back towards Cat. They know that one's inbound. Kickstand's hoping that he's going to go unnoticed. Holiday takes a ton of damage, and that damage could end up being key. Kickstand opts to go for a reposition as the ball nears the halfway point. Up from Catwalk, close up. Modesty to help, the perfect moment. Both of them.
Falcons can start off strong. That was a tense moment, very difficult. You have to love how your Kinder plays this from the doorway. Ball gets one. Nice kick off here when he facing this push. This was so nice. Oh, what an attempt. But even better from Modesty and Kickstand. Roller coaster of emotions kick things off. These teams bringing up the best of each other. The micro has been absolutely electric.
We have to sit there holding our breath as Falcons go to close out that pistol, but for a moment it looked like it was theirs for the taking. Right? Serrano falling out a window with nothing. There was certainly a lot to be desired with the original hold, and there's even less of a hold this time, despite them wanting into the force. Oh, got that kill. That's unbelievable. Okay, all because Yakindar sees just the smallest of openings, and he decides his commitment's coming through. Now, no kit on the 4 remaining players, but is this one of those moments where now that the bomb's down, you think to yourself, there's still so much to save?
The thing is that they can block off every exit. There's a chance that all the guns are lost, even if they can't go for this.
I don't think they can justify it.
Yeah, but they can still hold off. And this is Falcons need to get out of here somehow. They've got a lot to lose, actually.
There's still certainly small wins to be had here for Furia, but the round is not going to come their way.
Small or big, I mean, it's hard to say. It can really damage the economy. This one's coming towards Fallen.
A bunch of damage. That bomb's going to kill everybody. Bomb's going to blow up. And this is going to be Falcons. Damn well worth it. Yes. And good on it. If you know, for a moment, it would have been so easy to just say, screw it. Let them have that beam bomb site. Let's all 5 save.
I mean, between the pistol and that empty 9 round, I wonder what he's got in the tank now. This is nuts. Getting a second is so ludicrous.
We had that interview play right before this match goes live with Yakindar, right? James Banks asking him, where is Yakindar's form? Compare it to the peaks of VP. And, well, he said, I think I'm playing the best Counter-Strike of my life.
Yeah, that's facts. I mean, a 4.0 D-side rating on a comeback on Nuke. That speaks volumes.
And just depth, right? And evolution in Yakindar. Playing better positions.
Falcons have to be so careful this round because they know how much money we're going to spend. Furia forcing up for another chance to fight back off the back of those 2 kills from Yakindar. This is a tense moment.
It's a very important early turning point.
What Furia want to do this round is they want to pretend to fight all the way down to the last seconds of the round and make that last rotation. One pick off when it's too late to change your sight, and that's where this could go wrong for Falcons. The Falcons, they want to stay tight. 5v4 is going to be everything. Getting a good amount of map control quickly. Things are starting to fall into place. The Falcons desperately, they just want to know which site to go to.
No easy answer. Gonna have to work for it. 30 seconds hits that clock.
It's dead silent, man. And Kickstand, he hasn't decided. He's going back to check the flank. Does he stay up on Cat or not?
Nico starts to make his move. He's gonna strike one down off the ticket booth, but that also unravels what's going to be a forward-facing A setup. Only this arch hold, and it's not much of a hold. Oh, damn near kills the bomb on the clock. That would have been a sketchy spot, but they don't actually cover the back door. This goes for a late swing out, but it's all right. It's okay. Recovered at the end. Quesorado is still too far from it all. Falcons will find 3 rounds consecutive out of the gate.
Oh yeah, that fight from Fallen, if you got it with the MP9 on get right, that could have definitely been the one to end it on time. Very clutch here from Falcons. Appreciate they pulled off this default 3 stay alive at the end of the round. They recover.
And Kyosuke able to clear out that last gun from Quesorado as well. So topple your opponents and start building yourself back up. Only a little be desired on that one. And at least SS, even though he lost himself one teammate, closes the door on you, Kendar.
Oh, Holodoy on the off.
Okay. They do this sometimes, right?
Holodoy on it. Here, okay. This is going to be hard to predict. I mean, you're not going to play thinking about looking for this if you're Falcons. If you're too lackadaisical, you will pay the iron price. Kinder's got something special here on Mirage. Unbelievable. He still runs forward because he wants the gun right now. He's got an even better chance. And another. In the meantime, that op also hits the dirt. So ultimately, that expensive price tag of a sniper nets them nothing. Yeah, and now there's actually something really nice for Falcons to find if they win. I think this will turn into a recovery mission for Furia. If anybody can go grab that, I mean, Falcons got so little to lose. Bomb's still at the top of mid. Could this get weird still? Okay. Modesty helps out. That's Kickstand down to 3 health. That's sitting on 50. Certainly still some cost could be created, but Fury gets blindsided by Kickstand. Oh, it's a huge 5-round streak. Yeah, 4-round streak. They get the off from Holodoy on this wrist.
What a kickoff. The 5-7.
Truly, just a killer making this situation scary.
Some frustrations early on in that 4.
You see that kill feed? You see Kinder gets long range 5-7 kill, then you get a kill top mid, it's a whole different round. Somehow managing to buy another op. Yeah, his scope was peeking out. I'm gonna punish.
Go ahead and grab that free. He's trying to find their first.
They're not ready for that.
Nope. Holodoy posted. Off finds its mark, and we go 5 versus 3 to Furia's favor. 5 rounds in.
I think that's some magic with this money, to be honest, to get that op again. That's actually crazy.
Some mad falling punches numbers.
Okay, we've had impressive recoveries from Falcons, but this will be the hardest one. This is a full buy, 5v3. It's going to be something beyond a decent mid-round to find a way out of this situation.
Oh, better not get cut off. Yeah, that's exactly what's going to happen. He already drops it at the top of connector. Now suddenly it feels like there's nothing left for Falcons, but they do have footing in their window. Kyosuke catches one. Holodoy not missing shots now. Took him a little while. We saw some frustrations, but using that well, wielding it, and connecting 2 kills in this one. Fallen's just going to sweep over the rug. It's 4-stand strong for Furia.
And they put so much pressure on every single round, and they made that by the best one possible. Big hitter with the openings has been a consistent feature.
Pretty of a first one for Holodoy. This was harder than shots.
Yeah, even Holodoy being there at that moment when they had the 2 top connectors set up is impressive. So good positioning. Will get around for Fury. Good tactics as well. That's a response. And you can see some of the damage that they've done adding up. 2 Galils come into the bot. 3 Galils come into the bot here from Falcons.
For Yuri. When Modesty had an excuse, Flash gets him off his hold. Nico just gets slammed. Yuri, how dare you? There's what's going on, and he's out of there. Good on his efforts, trying to get a third. Really looking to make it happen. Damage up ball back to Kickstand. His support's not far off, but how much does he want to do? He's the only player that can pepper this smoke. He goes out again in anticipation of that window peak, but this is Furia to not give him anything right now.
Wow, that was a play out of his mind there for Yuri. The flash doesn't even necessarily work, but it gets him to turn, and that's enough to displace his aim. Another 3-on-5 situation here for the Falcons. It's feeling pretty calm for Furia, but there's still time to come forward with a good attack.
Turns just in time. Oliver is now posted. He's going to make it all the harder. Second player doesn't peek in to stop it.
He's looking a little dialed in now, like right place, right time.
Frustrations at the start of it, but so be it. Starting to collect kills, slowly finding that board.
And with that now, they get to save that Falcons so they can come back. There's been nothing but these small comebacks in this series so far.
Duke was kind of like the most lopsided starts of the series, both times towards Furia's favor.
Yeah.
We're a long way from Duke now, aren't we?
Yeah, we are. It's absurd rifle work from Yuri. Now the question is obviously with Falcons, is it a freebie or not? We've seen that they can win basically any round.
If there was more than one Deagle, maybe. Just maybe. Last time they had this by, they were staring at TV screens and deep into each other's eyes.
Furia come in. They don't have to do anything too special.
I think you're right about Baladoy getting dialed in for this game.
I feel like if he didn't get that one kill on SS back on train, he would have not had the last time performance. I don't think he realizes, but he definitely doesn't know how lucky he got in that moment, but he used that to build confidence and ended on such a high note.
Ooh, careful with the nades now. They don't jump on it as it's coming their way, and yeah, go ahead, speed falling. Casey gets his name on all 5 kills.
5 alive. This game already gets intense. We've seen a couple of good early signs from both teams. It's the way that Falcons stabilized on that pistol, the way that they actually converted. A couple of their very close positions afterwards, but Kinder's opening, Smoladoy's positioning so far. I'm telling what happens next. Falcons off this pause. Coming forward with a bye. Do you guys think this is the last map?
No, man. This place. Yeah, still, even with the belief in Falcons in the building, it's collapse for Furia because you gotta recognize game. The Fallen gonna take an initiative here. Charges out.
It's instantly another 5v3. Oh, 5v2. Going into the fight.
All of themselves down in the underpass, keeping that pressure on the player top mid. Nico's just trying to bail himself out. If he can cut them back off on the fallback, it took a moment, but instead he's going to take someone all going. Down he goes. That's 2 for Furia's offer and a falling kickoff.
Oh man, I love that off the pauses. You see Furia always do something aggressive to Falcons when they try to do that because they're expecting some space, some respect, maybe something to come in slowly, but we just never get that from either team. So many aggressive looks, and I think that's what has made this game so exciting to watch in the first place, but now it gets a little bit worrisome for Falcons. It's one thing to start round 5v4, but 3 rounds I started 5v3. This one ends up 5 alive for Furia. And we are all squared up.
Look at this jump.
Just to make room for his buddy behind him.
Oh, still got it.
They might just be having a little bit too much fun now.
That's a scary place to let Furia get, right? Mentally.
Tech 9's coming in.
Because you have him stretched back on train. There is no denying that.
Oh, yeah.
But now they get to come into this one, a little bit of pressure off their shoulders with a map advantage.
Moldoy saw this. A lot of nades are going to start coming in now.
We've seen Moldoy go God mode on Mirage in the past. We're starting to see the bits and pieces of that come together already 9 rounds into this game. Nico's still alive, and that's what matters. Dropping the utility here. Moldoy was alive.
That's something about him, man. He's not afraid to re-peak, and this is supposed to be the final CS.
Yep.
But he's kind of rewriting the rules at the moment with his style of play. He's proving that he can pull it off. And we've seen some players try to replicate it and get punished, as you should.
You know, in the modern age of Counter-Strike, when everything seems to be kind of fine-tuned and maximized, it really takes a brave soul to try to reinvent something again.
Yeah, he's creating that offensive revolution.
Here we get a flash down to the site. That's Bomb trying to make its way over. Falcons would love a bit more money, but it's going to be falling to cut it down, and Mossy with no bomb possession. He's looking to scoop up some more, and he will. Good on him. One more for the road, but majority alive again. No bomb plant again.
Not gonna lie, they needed some kills, man. Yeah.
Round win Furia again.
Yeah, I mean they're all over 10K before they start playing. That's too much. Every single repeat unpunished. Based on what we've seen so far, he's a good player to place a bet on, you know? I'd say largely because of Ukinder. We saw Fallen contribute to that, but there's been no shortage regardless.
Wait. Oh. Okay. Kindar trying to push that stat line one step too far. Now Moldoy. Up into the apartments on the immediate recovery, but his first shot. Oh. Good damage though versus Falcons. You've got a lot of wounded players. That is great spam through from Monacy. Giving a bit of a gift here on this one. Man advantage Falcons, but who'd you rather be?
I mean, it might be a free gift here to try to go up cat with the players surrounding these positions. Moldoy up here in B apartments. It'll have to be a flick to hit this.
He's got it. The thing is, too, that was the 100 health Nico, right?
What is that shot? What is that shot?
That's a Kobach Melon smash on stairs. And advantage lost in the process, and then that health disadvantage now feels amplified. Moldoy.
They get his feet off the ground.
Go ahead, come and get it. Challenge set into the B site. Solon's going to prop him up to go for one more. And you've got to respect it. Again, 6-round streak here for Furia, no bomb plants even for Falcons.
The brazen in-game attitude that gets me, man. He goes for the hoppers, he goes for the clutches, he goes for the repeats.
Hey, Serrato's Nate this time. Oh, immense pressure on Falcons to recover this one now. I mean, do they even try to follow through at this point? More utility damage chucked onto Test S.
That's the whole idea, trashed right there.
Fury makes a mistake. Jumps up into the window, still gets blindsided by Monacy down beneath him, and that is going to reveal the 1 AK on the field. You know, ahead of that, they're just chucking bowling balls down the apartments.
Don't jump out too early.
But of course, it's Moldoy. Kyosuke grabs the gun, stuck still in this position. I don't think. I thought maybe he would stick around, but starting to feel the potential threat of a connector crawl up. It does make sense to just offer over a bit of positioning.
He's trying to maintain info as long as he can, but he's got the ticket rotation going to fight cat, or fight connector, I should say. And now they've got some information on the split. They know it's coming. It's actually Falcons' move to try to do something about it.
Furia kind of prodding it from both ends.
Rotation coming.
The utility usage off the stairs. They're not going to know about Yakindar, but Mulligan does get toppled. Bomb carrier.
Somehow he gets that frag.
Comes through with it. Strikes out solid.
And at the dying moments of this first half, Falcons are fighting. They have great spots and a lot of ways to recover, but Molodoi misses his shot. A ramp player gets nothing.
Thing is, that wasn't just a moment where only one of them could succeed. You needed Monacy in jungle after kickstand from stairs and the third piece going over towards ticket. That was all Falcons players coming back together.
Absolutely.
Once you left it on a connector, they all had to do it, and they did.
Three correct moves in sequence. They found it. That magic combination.
One can hope. Stay tuned. That's all I'll say. Yakindar on an arm.
Right there.
Now Monacy on the field act. This is 5 versus 4. To tie up the game at 6 rounds each. Come on, this is what Falcons needed. A little bit of a lifeline late.
I thought the scene had 2 offers, not 3.
Just inspired.
They're walking this, aren't they? Yeah, there's full commitment.
Molodoi turns back. They emerge to the smoke. Molodoi gets wind of it. Sees the crossover. Goes straight on the drop down. Backs up 1 inch too far.
Can he miss right now?
And right now you've got Tessas stuck on bench. Monacy cautious of a catwalk play. And Fallen emerging out through that smoke is going to give away Tessas' position at least. They don't have a smoke though to deny this angle, so you've got Molodoi on the hunt. And that smoke was Caserato eating the flashes Molodoi, but still he will try to fight on.
Can't slow him down.
Nico, last attempt to get through justice. He will give you anything to watch this silence in the dying moments of Falcons D-side.
Kind of another slow start, but I can't help but feel like DC side is going to be friendly to him.
You know,
Gets to play connector and kind of depends what type of game plan Furia bring.
You know, as it stands, this is another sub 1.0 rating in the grand finals for Nico.
Right. Maybe you guys aren't cheering for Nico enough.
Gotta kind of tilt the scales when destiny's against it. Hit minute, there's still a lot of Furia sitting around in mid.
I think his Mars Falcons actually, they were so close to going for the retake on mid, but they aren't doing it just yet. Looks like they're getting ready.
Making their way to connect. They decide to go hard. Pushing us back with an AK of all things. I mean, as the cap push comes through and they start to find success, it's Nico that dies with nothing.
That would have been the one. You see, they have pump box control. They can pendulum around this now. The CT's the ones who are bifurcated. They have to pick what side to stack or put it all on one player. And it looks like Kickstand's going to put a roof over his head, play for himself inside the ramp. Unfortunately, this also means he won't get that early information. He just has to assume they might come out of Palace, and they might scale up towards him. We'll see. They lost mid, and now they'll lose the round. The ball will get planted. Monacy has to win a 1-on-3 retake.
He's got 100 health, and there was damage done early, but the Kickstand inside the ramp is one thing. We'd say that would have been perfect. He could have reacted. coming back, even not that bad, but climbing onto Tetris.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, I thought he was going to catch a head. Somebody walking out, maybe get a 2J spray down.
And also, I mean, please go back. I'm sorry, but your two cat players come wide. Pick up 2 kills. That's a 5 versus 3 for Falcons that just gets shredded back to pieces.
It all hinged on that one trade from him inside of middle. They win middle, they have a player advantage, they can cover both sides and the rotations. That's where the actual frag does matter. It's not a space problem. It's a form problem. Falcons down to 1 timeout.
I mean, it's short-lived, but that's a 5v3 where they then get no additional kill. Furia able to build off of that one with 3 survivors in their first T round win. And this, again, this could be the start of the end. This could have shades of the first half as well. We saw that 4-0 start only wind up being 5 rounds for Falcons. And we already see limitations here. Poor Kickstand playing with a pistol.
All the skills on the pistol for Nico. But 1.
On the brink of taking that lead back, double digits would come with it. Gets splashed into top middle, and that's nothing.
The perfect setup. They peeled back at the right time. They catch this. An absolute freebie. Not the most coming into this for Falcons. Basically got a utility. They've got 3 rifles to work with, but they're going to be playing for scraps here. If someone gets a lucky 2K, they can move it in this, but
I mean, Modesty continues to try to be this hero. He is leaps and bounds above the rest of the Falcons. Testes has just decided to keep himself tucked in. He could find wonderful time. He will. Punishing Mologoy, but remember, bomb is on Yuri, so it's going to start climbing into the marketplace, wrapping back around the door.
this is the genius.
He just turned away. And we have Yuri trying to turn back on the teammate. Testes is going to get hits from both ends. And there's still time. 40 seconds to put this squeeze on Testes. 40 seconds. Because he'll need to. He's gone through. And beaten by Yakina. Who's next?
What a hard position for him to find and survive those kills. It's an unreal position for Falcons to figure out. But off the back of the Modesty spray down. And that's on the clutch rifle and they put this one together.
Here comes Sid as you put Furia in a tough spot.
I just want to ice the kicker with this round. Both teams buying down.
3Ks across for Furia. Much needed round.
I think the execution was actually overall fine. I think that Yuri even finding a way to wrap around back into the site was really smart and may have made the difference. But
just really clean shots coming through from Testes in a high pressure, much needed moment.
absolutely.
The Dane kicks it up a notch. In the absence of the others, Modesty will need help if Falcons are to win Mirage. And you just saw what help looks like. More of it needed, more of it wanted. We get this Furia crawl towards bottom middle, but there's also pieces ready for this 8-pinch from all directions. This defense needs to stand the test. Falcons need to get a clean hold on the scoreboard.
Complimentary. Up there on balcony, Kickstand goes down. At least Nico takes one out.
That's what he needed. But then Monasty's attention is drawn back over here. And across the board, you're getting bits of success from the team. Justin could be his chance right here as he emerges up from connector with kit and utility. A measly 17 HP while falling runs the other direction. How are you surviving this? He's selling it. It's a great distraction. His body's falling time. He's
He'll have a plan. 9 health to 18 and 30. This one to tie the game. Fallen on B off that distraction from Molyneux. Can he get away?
run it back, Fallen. Falcon, kicking and screaming and complaining this entire time.
Oh, this moment got really scary. The site setup was pretty sketchy, man. Yeah. Whoa. Looks like they can afford it. Oh, but for the win. Take it out.
Think about how much more Molloy could have gotten from that position if not for the fire out of Kyosuke.
Nice that he lined that up so quickly and made sure to get the full effect. He took some damage back. It's going to be a tough play. There are layers to this.
Safe reload for him. Modesty not too far off. This is starting to put more and more distance between them and Furia. This PC side is solid. But your answer comes in the way of Illinois A site entry. Caserado's so already. No need to finish this off. It's going to have to be a guillotine from Caserado, not once but twice.
Off default, and he's moving up.
Monacy's been playing phenomenally in this fourth map to keep the Falcons' dream alive.
How can he get two from this position?
I don't know.
He's trying to think different. He might catch one. If he gets both, it'd be a miracle.
He will stay tucked in and hidden and hope. And as they encroach closer, he remains in the shadows. It's his Falcons getting closer to that bomb now. The retake's in full effect. Monacy's bumping over.
The best closer in the region.
But is it just another one-off? Because it's got to be said that Falcons have been so good at getting these immediate answers. Fueled mainly by Modesty.
Unreal. Ooh, another moment where Tessets. That Ivy moment on train. This one, ooh, it's going to be something to think about tonight if this map isn't one.
Still in the lead by one.
The buyout comes in. This one's for the tie. And it's not looking too hot here for Falcons.
There's a save on the other side of this round loss. The Falcons can't win this round.
Both of them, actually, even though the buy is better here for Furia.
This is huge, folks.
And actually, I think Falcons are assuming they're going to do no-nonsense cap split on the anti-ego. And instead, it's going to be this round they're not ready for.
There's a lot of important junctures in a best-of-5 grand finals, but now we are looking at a round that could be called the close.
So retake is where they're going to be the least strong. They need to get a kill quickly. Modesty boost it up. His rifle has been inactive.
Yes, it has. But he lets them know where he is, and in response, they will pepper that with their galils. They will force him back. Him and Nico both just recoiling away from that original setup. The boost nets to nothing, and now you have to start contemplating a save already. Falcons don't want to. They'd love to play for the round, but you got nothing on the hold, and you have nothing in the next one if you fall here.
Yeah, but they got termites in the floorboards right now. Yakinder's here to try to punish the exit, and he's coming in to clear out Ego. He's got them locked into the site. They don't want to overcommit to this because they don't have a lot of money to play for.
Right.
But if they get easy kills here, this makes it so much worse for Falcons. Honestly, Falcons went for a stack. They didn't play Q3. They saved potentially with 4 players here. That's not too bad. They give up this round, but their money is...
You move the M4
on. Yeah. That's what they're looking for. Off the back of that miracle from Caserado, here we are.
Pendulum swings on the finest margins. That's a round where both teams are just trying to set themselves up for the follow-ups. No shame in falling away from jungle. At least you didn't lose that rifle on Monacy. Like you said, it's been lights out. Well, it's Hammy and Kyosuke to try to do it again, and they're coming through with no utility across the board. Incredible timing to post the 1v4. We know Caserado's a man of faith. Well, that's the big man pulling back the curtain.
I didn't know he was the god.
Here comes the push, trying to set up Kyosuke. Fury from the corner does get bested by the M4, because you can't just sit back on your laurels, right? That's kind of what they did in the 1 round prior. Monacy didn't get enough of a hold going, so why not try to set it up instead? An initiative taken for a 4 versus 4 and a chance at a gun. Why not run the risk? At worst, Nico loses just the pistol.
It already becomes a big mind game, you know? Every bone in your body's telling you to leave and go to the other side. CTs know that. The walk-up could come in. Kyosuke, he's walking in, but he gets...
Caserado right back into the headshots.
But with him dying, they know he got the trade up in Palestine with a 2-man push. They don't know that Nico's here.
Nico's going to take his time, and Nico's the one guy not working with Kevlar at the moment. This is going to be an awkward one for him if he doesn't get those immediate shots.
They're coming in to make sure all their T's are crossed.
Molodoy, the one missing shot, suddenly made an unarmored Galil could prove problematic. Meanwhile, the other side of the Falcons ticket. This is big. A desperate accident up and over top of ticket. They don't even want anything to do with this site. Where you're looking at a Furia with 4 players strong and no safe guaranteed at this point.
Yeah, they're looking for the red carpet rolling down to them. Coming up now, nearing championship point. The pressure is not. SS last man up, and there's no chance at this retake. They're coming to chase him down. They want blood.
Strong choice to both. Furia's ability to answer on full display. This is 3 rounds in a row. This is Molodoy topping the charts and every other individual on this squad offering what they can when they can. And the beauty of these Furia wins as of late. Champions in Chengdu, but how close are all of these games? Every time they're going up versus Vitality, every time they're going up versus Falcons. These are tough matches. The Fallen still continues to call an edge over every time.
Absolutely. If you want to be the best right now, you're going to have close finals. Even Vitality's, all of their finals are so close throughout this year. Furia somehow keeping up with that is already unbelievable. Especially considering this lineup. Players that we would have never even talked about or considered could be on the top team right now.
So you've got to make moves if you're Falcons. You can see it right here from the top down. Activity on one side of the map while Furia just kind of slowly salts through mid, but no overcommitments to be made just yet. There's plenty of time for Furia to secure this 12.
I mean, the thing is that Falcons they're not playing from a position of power right now. They're playing turtled up because they don't have the utility to fight back. They would love to come in and try to interrupt mid control. Flying blind. I mean, they have this push actually from Kixan. That's the one bit of information. It's the right risk to take. He doesn't know about Palace, but he can be confident to organize his troops in the right direction.
Oh wow, they take a look at middle, but now Kyosuke starts to peel away from that smoke window. And as he does so, the numbers get stronger on B, but what's this defense really going to look like? They're eating flashbangs. The utility comes through to perfection. SS is yet to strike, but as he does, it's two.
He's the one disabled again. Testes with 3 kills. Almost
mean, that third one, not only so clean, but on top of it,
absolutely insane counter-strike here in Hong Kong. One timeout. They want that five.
yeah, so do Falcons, but there's never guarantees in seals.
Texas is listening. Nico needs to not press tab right now.
It's 10,000 live in attendance, trying to will the Falcons win into reality. 2 rounds from extending this best of 5 to Dust 2. But it has been heroic moments from Texas. Who else steps up?
Above here. They dated this just for a second, but how frisky does Monacy want to get? He's definitely worried, and for good reasons.
Round by round, Nico, round by round.
The only one that matters is this one. And the next one. Not anything that's happened. A true test of the mental.
This is a man who's been through it all.
6 kills in the key position of this round. If this is going to be an A split.
Almost exposed, walk on, flash comes through, but nobody really can. Position's taken over by Furia. We hit 50 seconds.
The tension is building all around him.
He's got himself a second frag, time to shine, kill Skate. And again, it'll be Furia to just sink deep into a site with no chance of Falcons to recover.
And they're shut down of this. No chance it'll retake. Money is a problem.
It is another one-off.
And they crushed this, man. They had 3 spots on the site. No one delivered. It can't be just Kingsand getting a kill.
It can't just be Monacy on the recovery.
Not versus a team that's already picked up 3 championships.
Furia have played with many a map point so far in this series. There's no denying Falcons have kept the pressure on, but Falcons don't know what it's like to get the 12 first. Furia know how to close these maps. Furia know what it's like to win, but they've never won in front of a crowd this big. Step by step, these events, these victorious moments for a ragtag gang of unlikely heroes pieced together, and yet rising to the occasion.
They are playing championship Counter-Strike. They have different carries when they need them. Unbelievable X-Factor shining through.
Here we are again, 4 maps deep into this best of 5, 24 rounds a game. We've got no more timeouts, we've got fine-tuning. Fine-tuning has been so good from Sonic throughout this event.
Yeah, I mean, the utility that we saw in map 1 made it feel like this is going to be a 3-0 in favor of Falcons.
But every time we come off of these tackles, we usually get something unexpected.
Yeah.
We usually get something explosive. So everybody in this room's got to be ready for whatever the hell's about to go down. Because the Falcons' lifeline is right here. They have lost 4 of the last 5 rounds.
This can be aggressive tactic versus aggressive tactic. We know Furia like to counter the bosses just as much as Falcons like to try something different.
So Monacy takes up the mantle. It's a quick look towards top mid, nobody home. And it doesn't look like it's going to be one of those immediate all-ins from Furia. Remember, they're tied out.
Could be a copy paste. They had so much success on that last round. They kind of looked unstoppable. Even 3 good spots again. It's Groundhog Day over here on A. Except this time, Kale's case up on Cat. Step 1 assist and Kindred getting out of underpass. This time, they finally punished him a little bit.
They punish him with a frag grenade, but there's still this kind of lack of emphasis on a hold, right?
They're a little uncomfortable. They're looking to make a move.
Feels like Falcons just want to stay alive more than anything. But
So much can come down to this play.
this is the attack they choose. Yuri's been in the deeper corner. And yet things And it will be a 4 versus 5 recovery for Furia. Monacy met by smoke. Ooh, and they cross beyond it.
Just missed that. Such a big tell, but the thing is, the bomb
Falls on the mark. What's gone unnoticed? But there is still a world where this moving fight comes together.
but they might know. Kids that he plays the ramp.
Sits in between them.
He has to come run at this. Nick Kent's just got a step in front of it.
Of this team. Get big multi-kill moments over towards that B site. He's kind of on the coattails of Monacy now, but that's opened the door for Kickstand to catch up. Everybody trying to roll with this momentum on the brink of a flawless CT side. Fire may force their hand forward more so than they like.
Monacy calming quite quickly. He makes that quick rotation of these, expecting something fast. It's not such. Got a new cameo and underpass. 3 still here at the top mid. Oh, careful.
Almost putting his head on a silver platter. Molotov's got a deep angle. His chance to the catwalk play.
Cross back.
They're going to know the arm is just floating out middle. In so much time, there are no guarantees. Leave it to Fallen to reposition as they need. Yuri trying a different angle inside of the palace. You can't forget, he's been pushed a couple of times. So for sure, it would make sense for him to be that much more passive.
They've got this triple layer. They've got 2 connector. Monacy could jump up on ticket. Top con smoke. This is very dangerous now.
This is all while a ramp smoke now starts to come up. Will that draw Monacy's attention away from supporting?
They're not expecting this. Flash does nothing. Fallen's gonna die.
He can box out execution quick, and then on his own flat, 30 seconds knows better than to stick around. You do not want to be the threat that gets pulled on. You do not want to be the reason this is unraveled. Kickstand from the staircase puts the ball down at his feet. Now we get that answer. It is Monacy awaits that peak of the palace. Yosuke's inside connector 7-7.
The game that seemed impossible to win, they have made it 3 straight. They need 1, and we get those 2. This triple layer, Nico out in front. Kickstand, they had no idea he'd be here. He was over at the A ramp. They didn't second guess this. They knew that was going to be a connected play ahead of time. And they went all in.
Double up immediately from Fallen and Molotov. We saw this in the overtimes of train, right? Economy gives them more options. We had a blowout to kick off this series. But in the closer games, it's always kind of been Falcons playing catch up. Not here, not now. 3 glorious opportunities to close out Mirage. Pushed to their absolute limits. Here it comes. Hard A-site commitment.
Wicked with that whip.
Drops the smoke in his feet to give him a little breath. And as that gets popped ever so slightly, bomb pass back. It's a comfortable looking 5 versus 3, but leave it to the Falcons to find a way back in. SS has gone through on to connector. Is the only one though that's got anything in this one. Excellent defense comes through team by Molotov.
It's a sneaky fast A play, but it looks so simple from the Furia perspective. Waldo is ready for this round. Fallen's ready for this round. The setup looks ironclad. They don't get this 3B quick win right to 16. The last thing you want is for desperation to seep in if you're Falcons. Just one more round. That cannot be the mentality. But they did have that one to play with.
Dangerous game to be playing out here on the tops. Still
another headshot instantly. Open window covered from Fallen.
Sitting and ready. The bomb at too far of a distance. Kingard, I think he just felt like he was going to die regardless, so you might as well fight.
That's right.
Signs it up, lines it up, sprays it down. Kingsan has been playing world-class Counter-Strike throughout this series, and usually you love to see a moment like this where he's got the bomb and plenty of time to get tricky. He's a minds game kind of Counter-Strike player. And right now, with a couple of pieces from Furia tethered, there is a world where he manages to get that bomb down on this cross. Angles being held the offense of his back. Look in the wrong direction, sets this up for Furia to push into double OT.
So safe, and it's just after the knock ice where the Falcons start playing just to get that round, just barely to get it. This is all going to go wrong.
I warned you, take nothing for granted.
You can't miss any shots. Not if you get injured, he's going to go and do this.
He's on the way out.
Some beautiful transposition right into underpass with that game tactic. And everything moves like butter. They're happy to continue to play aggressive. The set plays are not working out. Dead in the default, dead on the A play for Falcons. One last idea. And you know they just want this game to end.
It is a horrifying sight for every other team in the world to just watch how much you can push Furia and yet they don't break.
Falcons to me, they look like they would beat anybody else right now.
That's the tale. Now that they've got that victory over Vitality on the stage, it's anybody else. For a bit of control top middle. It's a dangerous game. You've got top boxes to work with. Kingsan honestly leaning back as smokes will fade. Fallen's off still a part of this equation, right? That double up they came into overtime with.
That's brought Fallen some of the biggest wins in his career.
All while Malagoy keeps eyes on this angle.
Is that poking out?
Eventually going to come, but the question is how long does he stick around? And it's not just going to be the one. This is 4 kills from Top 2.
有过，我操，有过，我操。
4 kills from another 5th match PO5 chance at a trophy on a big stage.
But they need the follow through. They need the conviction. They can't get too happy.
They don't overplay their hand off of that timing. They do just give a bit of a pocket back over to Furia to try to go for repositions. We've seen Yuri over to that T-side get iced out on these holes. Now Kingar's under pressure. That's the bomb spotted. Yuri. Double kills on both sides. Mozzie's the one that set us up with that flashbang. But is this too much to ask of him? What is this kid truly made of? 12 seconds.
Three straight answers back from Furia. For the 5v4, the kicker tucking in and drawing aggro for Yuri. A teammate behind him as well. The Molotov on time. Molotov not required. And Fallen's just having fun. Tell me there wasn't the smallest tinge of desperation right from the first call. So close to the finish line. How many chances like that will they get?
我给你一口。
Scary part of this too is you've just given all that momentum, all that confidence right back into Furia's hands. That double up collects off of the back of a 4 versus 5, and they will continue this CT side from 3 rounds straight with a chance at 3 more. Victory is all that Furia have come to know as of late. Heartbreak is what Falcons are built on.
they gotta dig deep right here, right now.
Showing all the pieces, they just need to put them all in place. This unlikely mosaic of players. Nearly have figured it out. Furia stand in their way.
No forward-facing setup. Fury simply on bench. It's not bad damage for just a bit of a peak.
No ticket player, but the span on the cross is quick. And now it doesn't matter that the 11 ticket player 5v2 retake.
I mean, what do they see that we don't?
That's why I love that top con double setup, standing on the cross. Blowing it open is so powerful.
Kickstand's trying to change up the position. You've got to fight for it, even if 3 deaths feels like it's deflating. Honesty fight. This is a 2v5 coming together. Honesty. He's got to believe. Turn back from all the night. He's going to drop that on top of the
First round of overtime. How far does this go? He looks to punish. Little bit of damage, actually a lot. Now you get he wins.
It's just a solo duel in middle.
Yeah, Yosuke goes down. It's definitely not time to kick back. It's a 5v2 straight up and now they're already 2 down with no answers. Do Furia even care? Does that even register as embarrassment to them? Or do they still see the victory? Is that just more like charity? Who's gonna make a move?
Says wants to, or rather hopes that somebody does against him. Still sitting in the apartments as Nico crawls forward, and I mean crawls. 11 and 25 deep into overtime. Just on the brink of ball into his off scope. Meanwhile, the rest of Furia know they can go past it, right? We've got 20 seconds left on this clock in overtime. You know Falcons are going to make a move somewhere at some time.
Testing everything. They're trying to get a rotation if they can, but Illinois picks this one off.
Now it's going to be all the more desperate. 10 seconds.
Dude, the time. You've got to get to the site and plant now, Nico.
It's not going to happen. It's just going to fall apart in front of them. You may not have had a defuse in that very valiant effort of clutch, but this time it's an easy hold inside of that B side as long as Furia are concerned.
The only thing that makes up for it is the victory. Next round, here it goes to them. Honesty with the stamp tries to get this one.
It's an ambitious move on ramp, but I mean, ambition's got to be part of this game. And when 1 round prior you lose 3 players to similar shooting, why wouldn't Honesty try his hand at it? Things are going to start to get testy. Tension rising for the Falcons.
They went for the triple day, no one there in window. Kinder, he's been so solid inside of middle. Kickstand looks very aware of this.
He's worried about it, that's for sure.
It's all about routing.
Good coverage. Oh, yeah, that's Honesty for further backup.
No kill though.
Great damage. You said this kid is redefining the game. He's doing what you shouldn't. We saw Case Dorado ice off a 1v4 from this position.
He's got the up, he can play perimeter, hold down a position.
Squeeze is coming. We hit that 45-second mark as the bomb just trickles out from the bottom of the middle. They're just going to try to bank on this connector entrance. Yuri down to just a frag grenade. Case Dorado, sure, you got that smoke, but where's this double up? And what are they going to do if they're demanded of a retake? This is looking likely for the Falcons to get a second key round. Pressures on the Brazilian duo here and now.
K-State's not as vulnerable as they think. Case Dorado, will he overplay his welcome?
Still sitting on the spot. They and Yuri. It's finding nothing on the approach. Back towards jungle goes Monacy. 12 to the clock. Over top. Miss.
Kicks it onto this side. Can you believe what business did he have going for any kind of repeat on that AP after this play? Oh, he lined it up.
Kicks them crouch and hiding. And so it's still one round. That's an improvement. That is an improvement from overtime one.
It's like Donk with an up. What is happening? And this is a game where Monacy is 31 and 24.
Sure.
And it feels like Moldo is the only one on the dance floor.
You ask what is happening, you are witnessing the next generation. Donk with an awe. These are the stars that will inspire as Counter-Strike just keeps on giving. And not just giving to us, the fans, but giving to players that we would have never assumed could have gotten back to the top of this world, this highly competitive environment. How brave he has to be with the struggle that he's had to just throw himself into that fight. Still able.
That comes in quickly.
Furia are fighting to tie that one round of a T-side from Falcons in OT2, and they were already on the brink of securing it. It is Nico and Dixon right here side by side. Mr. Kovac as Kindar keeps that head tucked. Falcons, you gotta go, but they approach so slow. They slow. And Kindar connects the headshot as Dixon gets ever closer. How many more punches? That's one.
They want it so bad, and they're showing up for it. Another one away. They've already locked in a third overtime. 5v4 start. Solid plays composed. Gets his skill the entire time. It's a separate attack on the A side. When they lose in one place, they gain in another. There are 5 fingers on one hand. One more mistake and this is all over for Falcons.
Maladoy does not know what's in. But Tess will give him a kiss of death. Sit him down to watch from the sidelines in the hope that Furia can close this without their star offer.
Maybe that's the guy you don't want to test over on the test S man. He doesn't need any help whatsoever. Pinpoint precision from his rifling and another 5v4 start. Didn't matter last round, but it has to now. So many rounds have been this lean towards A. Falcons not having a push, not having kick sand down the ramp like they have in the past. They have this material advantage where they have a very calcified setup. Teams that pick their favorite spots. Tessas, can he do this again?
Josuke into the corner. They jump out right onto him. Good on him to take that initiative, not trying to be a shell of himself, but looking to actively hold. Jody slips down. From 4 versus 5 to another man advantage. 2 incredibly clutch pieces of Falcons that still survive. This chance from Fallen could open up this door. This sliver of possibility for Falcons to Honesty, giving space, they're letting him get closer.
Hodge is leading down.
The Kindor takes this deeper angle.